Pokemon!
Welcome back to the Pokemon Fun. This is episode number 3, and I tell ya, things just got really, really interesting. So if you're new here, I'm building a self-sufficient Pokemon collection. The idea is that I've started with a $250 budget and see if I can build my collection and get some of those chase cards that I've always been after by just buying a few things, selling a few things, keeping a few things, and a few other little things in between. You'll get the gist of it once we get into the episode. But the reality is, this is just really to have some fun and hopefully not to spend too much money of my own money in building out some of the collection, because we all know at the moment the price of Pokemon is just ridiculous. But people obviously love it, so it's definitely worth it. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to do here is just show how I'm trying to build my collection. Let me know how you're building your collection. Do you like to collect just the boosters? Do you like opening them? Or do you like just buying the exact card that you like? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, as I said, this week things got a little bit interesting because I did a couple of different challenges that we're going to get into shortly in the video. But at the end of last video, if you haven't seen it or if you haven't, you've forgotten, we ended the video with about $206 left in the budget. We started with $250, we're down to $206. However, we do have a few cards to our name. We've listed them on eBay and we've actually opened up the new eBay account. Again, you can check all this out. You can see it in the last episode. But since then, we have some exciting news. We got our first sale. Woohoo! So it's not much, $6.50 plus postage, but it is still a sale. And a shout out to one of you, because actually someone actually did purchase it from the community. I don't want to share names because I don't know if they want to be told. But I do appreciate you very, very greatly. So this is the item that sold. It's a Mimikyu VMAX. We got $6.50 plus $1.50 postage, which is great to be able to say that we've now sold our first item on my new eBay Pokemon store. So far, at the time of me recording this video, that is the only sale that we have had. We've got a number of different items listed up there. You can go check them out if you would like to make a purchase. That's totally up to you. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is we now have $206 remaining in the budget. And I needed to spice things up. I needed to basically see if we can get some real big hits to actually start to grow the collection. Because at the moment, we aren't going to get too far if we keep spending, keep buying, and we're not getting any hits. Because at the end of the day, the hits are what are going to get us the dollary dues or get us the cards that I want. Now, the other way we could do this is buy off marketplace and things like that. We'll get to that a little bit later as well. So I wanted to give you guys a bit of an understanding of where the collection is, what I'm kind of chasing, give you guys a little bit more insight of that, because it gives you some context of what I'm trying to achieve here in the, I guess, in the first season of the Pokemon Fund. And here is what we have. So the current chase is, I want to complete my Brilliant Stars, I want to complete my Vivid Voltage, my Chilling Reign, my Pokemon Go, my Scarlet and Violet base set, and my Pokemon 151 set. So you can see up on screen what I need. At the moment, it's really trying to close out Brilliant Stars first, just because there's probably some expensive cards in there that I want to kind of do, but that's really what I'm focusing on first. But really, if I can get any of these cards and I can do it and make it happen, we will do it. So that's really what I'll be spending profits on first. The next thing is there are a couple of random cards that I've always wanted from Crown Zenith. It's these 4 cards right here. Now, I loved the legendary dogs when I was growing up. I used to play Pokemon Gold on a friend's Game Boy that I borrowed, and we loved chasing, me and my brother, we loved chasing after these 3 legendary dogs. And Latias also, as well, is one of my favorite because of Ruby, Pokemon Ruby. That was probably my favorite Pokemon game that I ever played because it was the one I really connected with. And that card I just really, really want. So there are 4 other random single chase cards that I'm after, but really the whole milestone, I guess the champion prize, the end game for season 1 of the Pokemon Fund is this card right here. The Blaziken VMAX number 201 from Chilling Reign, and I want to get it in a PSA 10. Now this price at the moment is currently coming from price charting. All my prices come from price charting, and it's currently at $548. So that's really what I'm aiming for. If I can get that, we can then start to work on the next milestone. But along the way, I want to try and get some of the different hits and I guess the remaining cards for my different sets as well. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Now, at the end of the last episode, I also mentioned that I joined a couple of different tower battles from Cards by Brammers. If you don't know them, online Pokemon store, they do a lot of Facebook Lives where they do these tower battles or tower stacks or whatever you want to call them. A lot of people call them different things. But and look, to be frank, I would not recommend doing this. But I took a bit of a gamble. I spent $150 of our kitty, or my kitty, but we're doing this together. I spent $150. It was a huge gamble, and I 100%. I would never, ever, ever recommend anyone else doing this, but I figured, what the heck, let's do it. We're at the start of the fund. If we're going to fail, let's fail early. And I did it for 2 different events. Event number 1 was a $50 spend, which got me 1 slot. And then the second one was 2 $50 slots, which was $100. And I tell you, event number 1, it wasn't necessarily crazy good, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. And I did manage to score something. I'm going to let you see the playback, and I'll let you tell me what you think of event number 1.
The tower has already sold. CLFurlong next. 1 spot. 2 evolutions packs. Very good. We'll give you a cabbage. We'll give you a lizard. Let's go, Chris. Sealed or opened.
So there we go. We managed to secure 2 evolutions pack, which I'm actually pretty stoked for. Now, after postage, because I did have to pay for postage for these ones, it was $64.95. So we have spent $64.95 on these 2 packs. However, combined, currently off price charting, they're around that $80 mark combined. So that's a win. That's a win. Now, for me, I was thinking, am I going to sell these? Am I going to keep these? I'm going to add them to the vault. I think these are something that are going to be really good for the collection down the line. So they are going into the collection. 100% into the collection for now. We might open one, we might sell one down the line, but we are vaulting those 2 because I feel like I just don't want to open them at this point. I'm not at that point yet. After spending that much money, of course, let's vault them for a while. And it's good to get something into the collection as well. Event number 2. This is where things got very interesting. I was feeling a little lucky that day. I don't know why I did it. It was impulsive, but I did it anyway. $100. And I got 2 slots, and we did the unthinkable. You got to watch this.
All right, James Blebby goes to the side. CLFurlong. Let's rip, my man. Come on, first pack magic with the Mew. Great start, Anal Ape in there as well. Not the blue balls or the bubble Mew, but it's still a nice fill up. Shiny Mew. Great blue colour on the shiny Mew. We have the Palafin. 2 illustration rares already. They're very, very common in this set. Nice. Look at that. 4 out of 3. Loving the hit rates. 4 Paldean rates. Charizard! Only took us 10 minutes today to scream Zard. I don't think I'll be screaming Zard as many times as I did on Friday night. That was mental. Obsidian Flames, 900 packs. We got a few, didn't we? Look at that, though. 5 out of 4 for Paldean Fates. Red Fanny's in the house, a.k.a. Crown. Gold! Giratina! The chase card found already for Crown Zenith. CLFurlong, take a bow, son. That's how it's done. Wow! Left to right looks good. Bottom, maybe the top's a tiny bit thinner than the bottom. Can we get some flames? We just pulled some fire, some very early fire tonight. No guess guidelines just yet. Just guess away. One married. Wowzers, Chris. We go again with the Entei. Get in there. 1 Stoutland as well. Wow, 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 says CLFurlong. Oh, wow, wowie, wow. I like. How much to buy? Well, I'll tell you what. I just bought 2 PSA 10 Giratinas. I got a deal today. $515. Gold Giratina! And Chris has just got 2 of them for $100 from 2 tower spots. That is wild! Best spot ever to be done in a tower. 2 a Giratina Gold V-Star. The chase card pulled in just 4 packs of Crown. And I really feel for Atilio, who got a spot there with just 1 hit. And Chris has grabbed 2 chase cards in just 4 packs. bloody ridiculous. But 2 PSA 10 Giratina heading to the Cards by Brammer's warehouse, and there'll probably be prizes in a Crown Zenith battle I'll be doing next week. Chris, wow, you don't deserve to win that, but you got 2 spots in the duck race for that as well. That was unbelievable. 8 packs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now, if you didn't catch that, we're going to go through all the cards, but it was insane. Just insane. And they were talking about it for the remainder of the entire, I think it was a 4-hour stream. But from that, we got 10 hits. And you can go, while I'm talking about this, you can see them coming up on screen. And what's incredible is to think that not only did I get 1 big hit, but I got 2 not back to back, but 2 big hits in the same kind of, in the same opening, which just blows my mind. So those 2 cards are those 2 gold cards are obviously going to be something that's going to enable me to actually get some good dollary dues back into the Pokemon Fund. I'm not going to keep them. I'm going to sell them. They're actually already up on eBay. They might have already sold by the time you're seeing this. But one thing that I did want to call out is we actually got 1 card that I'm actually chasing, which was this bad boy right here. So very happy to see that come through, which means we've now got a total of, out of those 10 cards, and of course there's all the bulk cards as well, which I'll probably try and sell, and I'll sort through and see if there's anything worth. But out of the 10 cards, we're going to sell 9 of them. And I'm going to keep 1 for myself. And it means now we've got a lot more inventory to go back into the eBay store. And I think there's a value of there around $300 to $350, potentially. What do you think? I mean, do you think that's what they're worth? And I'm also curious, if you got these 2 cards, what would you do? Would you be adding them to your collection, or would you be selling them? The more I think about it, actually, maybe I should keep 1, hold on to it for a while, let it go up in value, and sell 1. What do you think? Okay, so now at this point in the Pokemon Fund, we're 3 weeks in, or 3 episodes in, more so not 3 weeks, but now we need to start thinking about what is the next thing to purchase. I need to make some big decisions on how and what we will buy next. Now, I have set up a lot of Facebook Marketplace alerts. I am looking for some small deals, because ideally if we can spend, $50, $100 to get some really cool collections or small collections or some bulk deals, that would be ideal. We don't really have a lot in our kitty at the moment. Actually, at the point of me filming this, unless something sells between now and this actually coming out, we've only got a total in the kitty of $12.15 because we've been spending so much. So that ain't too good. However, once we get some more sales, we're able to make some more decisions and take action and actually get some more things to sell or open or rip, whatever it may be. So I am looking at more discounted stock, and we'll get to that shortly. But likely, again, I'm going to have to take a few risks to see if we can get some quick wins, because at the moment, we're kind of just waiting for things to sell. I really want to make sure that we have a big buffer in place before we start spending too much, because otherwise we're going to get into a sticky predicament again and not going to be able to buy too much. So that's what I'm focusing on next. Now, you're probably thinking, but Chris, we didn't open any Pokemon cards. Don't worry. I got a little surprise for you, because what I did manage to source, and that's why we're actually sitting down at a $12 at $12 in the kitty, is I did manage to actually purchase 10 packs of Paldea Evolved, which we're gonna chuck up here. 10 packs of Paldea Evolved blister packs. Woohoo! Yeah. We got all those they were $5 each at Target, but I had Flybuys points, so I was able to get these 10 for $30. Not kidding, $3 a pack. I figured we can't go wrong there. These will kind of just be like little fill-ins over the next few episodes in case we don't have anything selling, or in case we don't have any packs coming through. I figured this would be just a great way to be able to end an episode and have some chance at maybe getting a hit or two. So I'm going to end the episode on this. We're going to see if we can get a hit, and hopefully we can bank something really early. We might not get anything over the next 10 packs, but we're going to open this pack today, pack number 1. We have lost another $30 in obviously spending. I am also going to give you guys a bit of an idea of when we wrap up the video. Once I've opened this, I will leave at the end of the video kind of like the full stats, the full numbers, the full position of where we are, so you know where exactly we are with the Pokemon Fund. So let's open up this pack. We're going to do this old school style right in front of you. And kind of like what we did for first pack magic in episode number 1. Now, I don't think I'm chasing any cards in this, but who knows? So we're going to do it this way. I'm going to be looking at a different screen here. We've got little Quaxley. I do love him. We've got a little Chuckadet. a Relor. We have a Tadbulb. We have a Quaxwell. A Delivery Drone. A little Giraffe. We have a Trinetar. Oh, I thought we had something there. And then the last card. Oh, okay, I'll take it. It's you. Hey, don't think it's worth much, but I will take it. That's all right. All right. Hopefully it's worth more than the $3 that we spent. I'm going to leave it there, folks. You can have a look at all the stats, the dollars, where we're at, how much money we have, inventory. And of course, if you want to support the Pokemon Fun, jump over to my eBay store and purchase a card or two. Really appreciate you all being here. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.